fighters, how's the weight cut going for you right now?
It's fine.
Like how many pounds are you over right now?
I don't know. I'm fine. It'll
Yeah,
be fine. I always make weight, and it's important to me that my opponents always make weight too.
yeah. So like going into this fight this weekend, you're facing off against Andrea KGB Lee. What do you think of her as opponents? Do you see any holes in her game?
I think we all have holes in our game. I think that we've both grown as fighters lately. I respect her very much. She's a very powerful striker, has pretty good grappling. But I have my game plan that I'm going to try to implement, and I'm gonna control the fight.
Hmm. And do you have like a certain prediction for this fight? Like, what's your Mystic Mac prediction if you have one?
The fight is going to go where I want it. I'm just going to control the fight.
Hmm.
You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and like one of the latest people to beat Andrea Lee is one of your friendly training partners, Joanne Calderwood. I actually had the opportunity to interview her before her last fight, but I think she's one of the latest people to beat Andrea Lee. Has she been giving you any pointers on in training camp for this fight?
I watched the videotape with my coach John Wood, and we made a game plan together. So I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, and yeah, for sure. And with this win, like, what do you think it puts you in the top 15? Like, obviously you guys are both ranked, but how many more fights do you think you would need to get like a title shot with this win?
Man, rankings are hard. I'm happy when I'm highly ranked, and then I try not to think about it when I'm not highly ranked. It's created by a panel of journalists who vote. That's how the rankings are made. And for example, I think it was kind of weird how Cynthia Carvalho suddenly came into our division and became number 2. It's like, well, what's that? So I really try not to worry about it, and I just try to focus on winning my fights.
Hmm. And recently Jennifer Maya, she unfortunately she beat Joanne Calderwood, I think a few weeks ago. But what do you think of that matchup between Shevchenko and Maya? Like, do you have a prediction for how that fight goes down?
It'll be a good fight. It really sucks what happened to my teammate.
Yeah, and like, do you have any update on Jojo's health? Because I know she like fainted after the fight, but do you have like any insight on what happened that night?
Not really.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I hope she's doing well. She's a really great person to talk to, and she's one of the friendliest fighters in the sport for sure.
Yeah,
And
she's recovering. She's recovering.
mm-hmm. That's good to hear. And you've made it a trend to derail hype trains. You took on a very great Antonina Shevchenko, and then you went on to beat Macy Barber earlier this year. How good does it feel to get a win, being like a massive underdog like that?
I'm always the underdog, so it just feels nice to win. It's just a relief at this point, So
Yeah.
I'll fight whoever they want me to fight.
Hmm. And with that fight, like, you did amazing, and then you kind of like crushed your dream of becoming the youngest UFC champion. But
that sounds kind of mean. Sorry, like, I have my dreams too. Jeez.
yeah. And like, who do you think has the best chance of beating Valentina besides yourself? Like, do you see anybody in the top 15 that you like their chances of beating Valentina Shevchenko?
I really believe that everybody has a chance to win, no matter who the opponent is. Of course, it's a higher likelihood for some people and less of a likelihood for others, but I really truly believe that everybody has a chance to win. You just got to work hard, but just because you work hard doesn't mean you're going to win, and you can work hard and not win. So that's why it's a fight, right?
Yeah, for sure. And going back to the earlier days in your MMA career, you're actually one of the only fighters to be on The Ultimate Fighter twice. What can you say about those experiences, and how did TUF help you as a fighter?
Man, it helped me so much both ways, both seasons. First season 18 that I was on, really gave me direction and made me realize what I needed to do to like level up, and gave me exposure, and yeah, I just learned how to recover better and ice bath and nutrition and weight cut. And then on the second season I was on, season 26, I just learned a lot of and I really liked the women, and I don't know, also good exposure, and I got to the UFC again. So both were experiences, you know, amazing experiences. Hard, but amazing.
Which season would you like say it was a better season for you as a fighter?
26,
Like
100% 26.
mhm. Yeah, and with that, you got into the UFC. What is your favorite memory from Tough 26? Obviously, there's a lot of good ones out there, but what do you think is like your best memory from that season?
Um, Maybe just winning my fights, because
Hmm.
my first win, like I was just so happy because I hadn't been able to do it on the former season, and I remember that horrible sinking feeling that my career was going down the drain. So when I won, I was like, oh, this is so great! Like I finally, I'm on a good path.
Hmm. And obviously, you're like a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Do you have a wig for this upcoming weigh-in this weekend?
I'm changing it up. It's gonna be different.
Uh, like, do you have like a certain character that you're gonna do the wig for, or is that gonna be a surprise
Well,
on
I'm really
Friday?
not supposed to say that because Reebok controls all this stuff. So if you could
Oh
tone
yeah,
it down with the, but just
yeah, yeah,
watch and see. And if you know, then you know. And if you don't know, then you don't know. Let me just put it that way. It'll be good. You'll like
yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure. And like I would assume that Dragon Ball Z has to be one of your favorite animes, but I think besides that, what do you think is a must-watch anime for everybody in the business?
One Piece, the pirate anime, and also Naruto for sure. Naruto. Those are
Naruto. Who's your favorite Naruto character? I gotta ask that one.
Naruto is my favorite Naruto character. He's
Yeah.
such a good guy, and he grew like as a character, as a person over the series, and I like that. Um, and he just never, gives up. Like he doesn't always win, but he never gives up, and I appreciate that.
Hmm. And is Naruto like, if you had to compare yourself to like any other like anime character, other anime character would you most relate to?
I was thinking of that. I don't really feel like I embody any one character, but I can see traits of myself in several. For example, Goku. I feel like him, I'm pure of heart, and I'm just happy, and I just want to fight just because it's fun. Um, I'm not quite as stupid as Goku is, and I do relate to Vegeta a lot in the sense of I seem to always be like number two. I train so hard, and I seem to always be like just out of reach of like the championship. But I just am so committed to training and just getting stronger. But I'm not angry like him, so things like that.
Hmm. And at Syndicate, going away from anime, like at Syndicate MMA, you're one of like the best coaches there. How good does it feel to mentor these kids? Whether it be jiu-jitsu or another martial art, like how good does it feel to be a coach?
It feels awesome to be a coach. I think teaching is one of my strong points. So I love teaching the kids. I feel like the kids are our future and they're precious angels and must be like taught and protected well. Um, I mean, protected like mentally, but anyway. So it feels awesome. I've taken kids to a tournament. I've watched them win. I've watched them lose. I've comforted them when they cried. I'm also a mentor to fellow fighters.
Hmm.
Serena De Jesus is like my kohai. I'm her senpai. That's Japanese. That's like senior and junior.
Yeah.
So I love teaching her things too. So it's really rewarding.
Hmm. And you're 37 years old. How many more years do you think you have? Like in the UFC, like like how many more years do you think you have for longevity in your MMA career?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Way back in the day when you were mid 30s, you're pretty much done. But I think body care has gotten a lot better nowadays, and you see a lot of fighters fighting into their 40s. Um, I I told myself that if I start getting concussions and start getting knocked out, I'm going to retire. But so far, I have a good chin still.
Hmm.
And I feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like I'm peaking physically. So, I mean, if I'm getting stronger and my chin is still good, I'll just keep going, but I really can't give you a number.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I think we're nearing like almost 15 minutes. I think that's all the questions I have for you. But thanks for taking your time out of your day to talk with us. Is there anything that you would like to say to the fans ahead of your next fight?
Just thanks for supporting me, always being always in my corner, watching my fights. and thank you to the media for all your hard work in promoting the fights. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, Roxanne. I'll catch you later. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.